Morning everyone, and welcome to trading analysis for the 7th of January to 2022. And the new year has welcomed us with a terrible red week. If we jump right into the charts, you can see that we are now trading on a red 8 on the weekly scale on Bitcoin. And this week has been absolutely terrible, and you can see the price is falling as we speak, and has just made a lower low on the weekly scale. And that is all pretty horrendous stuff to look at. On the daily scale, you can see that the price is still falling, and it has now just broken the wick of the previous low. And the next support would be this previous low of $39,000. But having made this low, you can also see that there is a slight divergence on this price. You can also see there's a price coming down from there. So hopefully this is the last little bit of low, or the last little bit of downside before we find support. Then if you go over to the longs versus the shorts, you can see that the shorts have been building all the way since the 10th of December. You need to have quite a lot of shorts in order to create a short squeeze. And you can see that there was quite a lot here, quite a lot there, and now we have a nice thick band of sort of negative funding rate. And this would hopefully push us upwards at some point. XRP hasn't fallen as bad as Bitcoin. It hasn't made a lower low yet, so you can still see there's a divergence on XRP on the weekly scale. On the daily scale, we are still within this consolidation triangle. If you had to zoom out and look at a larger scale, you can see that XRP is still on track for a much higher high. And on the 4-hour scale, we are getting into the danger zone of going below the support. If we can stay above this wick, it would be great. The crypto fear index, you can see the sentiment is absolutely ridiculous. The sentiment is now at super fear or extreme fear. Last time we've seen this type of extreme fear is down here during the Elon Musk sort of drops. But generally, when there is extreme fear like this in the market, it would be a good time to start looking at buying. When you're looking at the exchange flows, you can see that the exchange flows are moving. There is still crypto leaving exchanges more than coming in. Every time the price seems to rally, there's a bit of funding coming in, and then the price drops off again. But generally, there is a net exchange outflow, so it means there is less crypto on exchanges than there was at this peak. So the big catalyst, of course, is the stock market crash with the announcement of the Fed, or the minutes of the Fed. I personally don't understand why the minutes of the Fed had any bearing on anything, because Chairman Powell already discussed it in his press release. What they were going to do. So what the minutes made the difference, I don't really know. But I suppose seeing it in writing freaked some people out. So the stock market went to all-time highs and then had this major sort of capitulation candle, which is quite wild for the stock market. That's a big drop in relation to maybe these bad days or something like that. But technically, while it has broken the support line, but this, if it wasn't so extreme, it would have just been coming up to the support here, sort of a retest of the support to go further up. So I think if we can just get this candle to go and close above 47,300, 4730 or something like that, I think that this could have just been a little scare. But the catalyst of all is still the dollar. You can see that the dollar has been going sideways. It's been keeping strong. It hasn't actually pulled back. I've been wanting the dollar to pull back all the way to the neckline. Paul in the office is laughing at me every time I say that. But I still believe that the dollar needs to come and retest this area here. Sort of do something like that before it goes up to its eventual target of 100. A drop in the dollar now would give the relief rally in crypto, or the relief rally on the stock market. but unfortunately it's not seeming to pan out. So we'll have to see and keep a close eye on that. So in conclusion, it is hard to trade at a point like this. The market keeps falling. All the signs are there to sell. Nothing is looking good at all. So I suppose this is a time to hodl. This is certainly not a time to sell. If you haven't sold at a higher level, this is not the time to sell now. And if you do have some spare cash, this could be a good time to start accumulating. If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. See you soon.